Of course we have forgiveness of sins. This is discussed more in a later session. Paul says that the way we receive forgiveness is by living in the light, which he means as being the light of gospel truth. But not only does God forgive our sin, but we're told twice that God also chooses not to remember our sin. It might be said he forgets our sin. But it's not that he is forgetful. It's that he has the divine ability to forget, or to not remember. We humans remember everything bad that happens to us. Plus we know God is all-knowing. So we struggle trying to believe that God just doesn't remember our sin. But this is the fact. We should just call it a divine choosing to forget. Knowing this really causes God's love to be planted deep into our hearts. God calls us his bride. He wants to be married to us, and Paul says we are already married to Jesus. God also adopts us as his kids. We who were orphans become part of his family. The Bible is a romantic love story. Then God says, "Just let me love you, and if you will, then my love will rub off of you onto other people." Thus we should behold, and be amazed at, the love God has given to us. This is why we are told to keep ourselves in the love of God. This means to never leave the reality that we are loved by God, no matter what we do, or what happens to us. God loves us with an everlasting love. It is his love that draws us to him. Christ died for us even while we were yet sinners. Again, the reason God loves us is because he is love. If he didn't love, he would deny himself. God is the initiator of love. He doesn't respond to us by means of what we do good, or what we do bad. He only responds to our faith and trust in him. If we have faith and trust in him, then he never leaves us. When we reject God and his love, then he allows us to go our own way without him. He gives us over to our sin. But when we accept God and his love, he gives us over to the righteousness of Jesus. With all the billions of people in the world, God really sees only two groups, those who are saved and those who are not. When we know God's unquestionable love for us, as he wants us to know it, then this is what causes us to love others as we should. So God's love is also what causes us to share our faith with others. We want them to experience the same life experience that we have. If all we're sharing is facts we've learned from the Bible or a book, then it's not real to us. When we share what is really real to us, then people know it and they receive it. When we share what is real to us, people know how much we care for them,